One thing we should all learn from men as women is putting ourselves first. Yeah. A man will leave a woman with kids all because he's putting himself first. Man will choose to cheat on you all because he's putting his happiness first. Yeah. A man will lie to you all because he's protecting his peace. So in conclusion, as a woman, stop being selfless and start being a little bit more selfish. Yeah. Put yourself first because men will always put themselves first. And don't feel guilty about it at all.
You can't prioritize yourself consistently because you haven't made the shift from it being a goal to a lifestyle. I know you're out here giving time, energy, and access to people who don't deserve it until you have nothing left for yourself. But don't worry, I'm here to help. I'm Kiki, I'm a licensed therapist, and I help people prioritize themselves all the time. You're smart. You know we can't pour from an empty cup, yet you still do it. I'm here to tell you that prioritizing yourself is not selfish. You have to release the guilt that you feel when you prioritize yourself over someone else. I know that you've been conditioned to feel like making other people a priority over you means that you're a good person, but like, how's that working for you? If you're a type A personality like me and you have a hard time prioritizing yourself, here's what I want you to do. Schedule out time for yourself, weekly, daily, monthly. I would prefer daily, but that's up to you and what you feel like you deserve. I also want you to set a no goal. It can be 3 times, it can be 5 times. My goal is 5. I say no 5 times a week. I don't care if I have the capacity to do it or not. I know I need the practice to prioritize myself. Prioritizing yourself teaches people how to treat you. Show them better than you can tell them.
Maybe the reason you don't prioritize yourself is because you don't know what it feels like to be a priority. Think about it. How often do you put other people's needs before your own? How often do you say yes to things that you don't really want to do because you feel guilty or obligated? How often do you neglect your own needs and desires because you're too busy taking care of everyone else? As a mindset, nutrition, and fitness coach who primarily works with women, I see a common theme in a lot of my clients. They have a hard time prioritizing themselves and they put everybody else's needs before their own. And if that sounds familiar, have you ever stopped to think why that might be? Truth is, it's hard to prioritize yourself when you don't feel like you're worthy of that kind of attention. It's hard to say no to other people when you don't feel like your own needs are important. It's hard to make time for yourself when you don't believe that you deserve it. But here's the thing, you are worthy of that kind of attention. Your needs and desires are important and you deserve to make time for yourself. And until you start treating yourself that way, you will continue to struggle with your body image, consistency, and your relationship with nutrition. So here's a few ways that you can start prioritizing yourself. Number 1, start small. You don't have to radically shift your life in order to start prioritizing yourself. You could start by taking a few minutes every day to start meditating or go for a walk or even pick up that book you've been wanting to read. Number 2, set boundaries. Start learning to say no to things that no longer serve you. It's okay to prioritize your own needs and say no to things that don't align with your values and goals. Number 3, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and remember it's okay to make mistakes. Continue to remind yourself that you're doing the best that you can. Number 4, make sure you make time to celebrate your successes. People who have a hard time prioritizing themselves tend to have a hard time celebrating themselves. Remember, prioritizing yourself is not selfish. It's a necessity and it should be a non-negotiable for you.
Always being considerate but never being considerate is honestly such a hard pill to swallow. Constantly putting other people's feelings, needs, and wants above my own has never gotten me anywhere, honestly. It's always just blowed up in my face. And in the end, I've always ended up the one hurt. And honestly, I'm no longer doing that. If you're anything like me, you're probably super empathetic and you're probably always questioning prioritizing yourself because of how it might make other people feel. But the sooner you realize that everyone else around you is putting themselves first, you'll feel less guilty about putting yourself first too. Because if you won't look out for you, who else will? Like, we're living in a world where everyone is selfish, and that's just the reality of it. And honestly, I'm not even saying it in a negative way because I can't be mad at it. In order to reach a certain level of success in life and in order to reach a certain height, you have to be selfish. So something that I'm working on right now is just putting me first and doing it unapologetically, doing it in a way where I don't make myself feel bad and where I don't allow other people to make me feel bad either. Because at the end of the day, if I don't have me, who else is going to? And when you live your life trying to satisfy others, you'll look up and live a life that didn't satisfy yourself.
The best thing that I ever did for myself was start prioritizing myself in the morning. Like, to wake up every morning and the first thing on my mind is God and myself. We so often wake up and we go right into our list of responsibilities, and you are killing yourself by doing that. That's why you're so exhausted and overwhelmed and anxious all the daggone time, because you're always pouring from an empty cup, yet you keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. And I say that because I lived like that. I was so focused on all the roles that I play and perfecting all of those roles that I forgot about the main role that I play in this lifetime, which is 1, a child of God, and 2, a friend to my own being, a friend to my own self. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not prioritizing yourself. And that's why you're operating on E all the time. The best thing that I ever did for myself was prioritize me at the beginning and the end of every single day, because I'm better to everybody around me when I'm good to me. I'm no good to anybody if I'm no good to myself. I'm a better mother because I wake up early and prioritize myself. I'm a better mentor. I'm a better leader. I'm a better friend. I'm a better sister. I'm a better daughter. I'm a better person when I prioritize myself on a daily basis, because everybody gets the overflow of how well your relationship is with God and with yourself. You have to prioritize yourself, even if that means sacrificing sleep. We have to make sacrifices, y'all. That might mean I don't get to step out and be out late all the daggone time because I need to get my sleep, and I need to make sure that I'm not exhausted when I wake up in the morning to prioritize me, right? I'm not tired because my routine is centered around me waking up for God and for myself in the morning and prioritizing that time. And we have to do that. I'm telling you, life is so much better when you do that. Good morning, though.
I know it's not just me, but I feel like as a lady, one of the sexiest things we can do is work on ourselves. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you name it. Allow this year to be your selfish year where you actually pour back into yourself. We have done enough pouring into other people. It's time for you to pour back into yourself and allow God to handle the rest. Okay? Okay.
I am in my leave me the fuck alone era. I am so genuinely now focused on my life, my wants, my needs, that I am leave me the fuck alone. Don't even approach me. Don't even look at me. Don't talk to me. I've deleted my Hinge. I've deleted my Instagram. I've deleted everything but TikTok, and I am genuinely, for the first time, just focused on myself. I feel like I am attracting things that I do not want into my life. So now I'm going through a personal rebrand because I'm not liking the things that I'm attracting. I'm not liking the situations that keep coming in and out of my life. So now what I want to do is completely eliminate everything and just completely focus on myself for probably the first time in my entire life, because I am done. Leave me alone. Do not approach me. I am over it.
Let me let you guys in on a little secret, okay? The reason you're not where you want to be in life right now is because you're not prioritizing yourself. You're not putting you first. You're putting everything else first and everybody else first, okay? You literally are self-sabotaging yourself, okay? And if you really want things to change in your life, if you really want to get to the next level, if you really want to operate in your purpose in life, you have got to stop putting yourself last, okay? And yes, that means putting yourself before a partner, and yes, that means putting yourself before your kids. Now, I'm not talking about in a situation where like you had to save the lives of your kids, because yeah, of course you're going to put yourself first. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to their needs, in order to be the best parent that you could possibly be, you have got to prioritize your own needs so that you could become the most incredible mother and woman that you could possibly be for them.
If you want to start putting yourself first, there's one thing you're going to have to come to terms with, and that's being hated. When you start putting yourself first, that means you take the focus off of other people in your life and put it on yourself first. Some people aren't going to like that. You're not always going to be likable anymore. You're going to have to stop being a people pleaser. And there's probably people in your life right now that are only staying because they thrive off of the energy you're giving them, because you put them first in your life, because you're focusing on them. Let's say you were giving so much attention and focus and energy and time into people in your life, but not yourself, right? Now you've decided that you want to refocus that time, energy, and focus onto yourself. What does that mean? That means you have to draw the energy from somewhere, right? Even though it's still within you, you're gonna have to take it back, claim it back, take it away from those people. They're not gonna like that you come first in your life instead of them now. They're not used to that. They're used to you always sacrificing, always doing, and always putting them first. And now that you're putting yourself first and not them, may even make some people angry. That may mean people are gonna leave your life. They're gonna drop out of your life. And if somebody ends up leaving simply because you've decided to refocus your attention, energy, and efforts to yourself instead of them, that means they were only there because the dynamic benefited them. The relationship benefited them through the energy that you were giving them.